Welcome back to Saxthorpe Farm. That was a bit calms the nest, wasn't it? We are into the second day of April, and we are mowing our massive grass field, field 33. And if you notice, we've got proper swaths or windrows. That is because we've got a different set of mowers. So what did we have before? The class ones. Great set of mowers, looked the absolute part, but they do swath, but they swath in 3 separate rows. So they swath, but they don't windrow, which is okay if we're doing hay all of the time. But when we're doing silage, it would be advantageous just to be able to mow it into a windrow, bale it, wrap it, jobs are good and forget about it. So yeah, we've had a bit of a swap around. And this is what we've ended up with. Now I have forgotten, I'll hold my hand up, I'd forgotten about the Samas ones that come with the premium DLC. Not platinum, premium. Yeah, completely forgot about those. And yeah, I'd already committed and purchased these before the DLC came out, I think. I think literally after the end of the last episode. I'd got some time, so I started the old mowing on this field. Let's catch that bit. There we go. Get those lifted up. Yeah, trying just to balance out how much we're showing of everything, and don't want it to be mowing central all of the time. But with sheep, you know, there is going to be a fair bit of grass work and mowing, because if we're going to be doing whole crop, we're going to be mowing. Alright, we could use a different piece of kit potentially. There's a thought for the future. So yeah, so the plan, and I have a notepad and a pen because I'm going to write this down because I will forget. So we need to crack on in a little bit and do we need to do some drilling. The plan, and let's get to the end of the row and we'll discuss it, but I've got an idea of what I want to plant and where. So talk amongst yourselves for a couple of seconds, and there we go. Right, so let's just turn everything off for a second so we've got a bit of peace and quiet to think. So we have got 33, 40 and 31 that are grass. Okay, we don't need any more grass fields, we've established that already. 34 is canola and 29 is barley. So the plan is to leave 29 to go to fully ready to harvest, no more whole cropping, so we'll have plenty of barley. Then what I'm going to do is field 30 is going to be, and he says, as he gets his pen, click, field 30 is going to be oats. There we go, that's that written down. Field 32. Let's just have a look at the size of the field. So that field is 6.56 hectares. That one is 9. Now, decision to be made as he grabs his piece of paper with what can be fed to sheeps. So, grain grist is going to be required. I don't think we need a massive field of wheat. So field 32 F32 is going to be wheat. Wheat. And then field 28 can be soybeans, I reckon, to bring us in some moolah. So field 28 is going to be soybeans. There we go. That's that written down. So that then is all of our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fields sorted, I think. Yeah, it is. So it looks like that is everything then. Okie dokie. So I will get the mowing done. We are going to need, wrong menu. What do we own? We own a baler. Marvellous. That is one step in the right direction. We will need a wrapper. That does 240 centimetre bales. Is there going to be a wrapper? No, there is not. That's a bit pants. So we will get one of those when we come to it. But I reckon we will be going for most likely the Maize Plus hay branded one. I don't see a reason why we wouldn't, because then if we get that, we can use it for... Why is there a better contracts one? That's mildly confusing. I didn't know that came with that. Anyway, yes, we will get that one in a bit at some point, and then that's sorted us for the future, which is rather marvellous. So, there isn't much left to mow, so we'll crack on, get that done, and then we'll catch up when we are deciding which field to plant first. Well, last pass on the mowing, and that is the field done. Job is a good one. Now, you can see from the yield map, bottom left, that it's not been too shabby, really. Nothing to complain about, that's for sure. We are going to get a serious amount of silage bales off of it, so that's good. Kinda dreading wrapping them, but hey, no, not hay, silage. Oh, sound effects. Oh my word. Right. So let's we're going to leave that there because I want it for a thumbnail later. Now find the other workhorse. Aha, the class. So yes, let's try and work and talk at the same time. So sound effects. So the way that myself and Disturbed record, alright, we're going to use a New Holland weight, but whatever, is through Discord, the way we talk and the way we hear each other, through Discord voice channel. Let's see, we got right. So we were setting up yesterday to record, and then all of a sudden I start hearing these sound effects. Now, because he's got Nitro, is it, I think? Yeah, Nitro on Discord. He gets access to sound bar, I think it's called, or soundboard, one of the two. And, yeah, all these sound effects every now and again. Before we started recording, to be fair, because we are professional when we're recording, he was pinging these sound effects in my ear. Goodness me, it was quite amusing, to be fair. Right, so we need to grab some seed and fur, so we'll do that the old... Whoa! Slow down. Slow down. It's not ready yet. What advert was that from? There you go. That's today's Ollie Blogs style quiz question. Pop that there. And then we'll grab ourselves a sheed bag. So, what was I saying? It's recording, sound effects. Yes, that bit's done with. So, yeah, pointless story. But, yeah, made me chuckle anyway. Ducks quacking and various other different things going off in my ear hole. Next thing, llama baby. Had a couple of messages over the past few days on... Oh, that was a half empty bag. Goodness me. On Discord from a couple of people. I won't say the names just in case they don't want it advertising that they're going. But yeah, it's starting to get a bit exciting. It's not actually that far away. In fact, it's... Where are we now? 18th of November. 18th of November. 18th of December. 18th of January. Oh. 2 months? 2 months? Would we call that 2 months? Yeah, 2 months. So yeah, that is going to be so cool. Been seeing some of the stuff that Ollie Blogs has been putting out from Agritechnica, and I think Omatana's there, DJ's there. I think obviously Giants are there. But yeah, so I'm very much looking forward to it. It should be rather good fun. Now, why? Oh, it's because we're full. Full of seed, and we've got the little bit of fert. I think we go with that. Right, let's get the bags out of the way. There we go. So yeah, there's a few people going. I think FSG's going, isn't he? He's mentioned that he's going. Mr. CDP, I think, has said that he's going. I can't think who else. Disturbed. And yeah, it should be good fun, I reckon. It's going to be weird, I think. Like, it's not meet your hero. They say you should never meet your hero, but you know, you listen to and sometimes see people like, you know, Miss CDP, FSG, big YouTubers, and you know, I've last Disturbed as a friend, as a mate, and yet we've never met, you know, so it's going to be weird, but it should be properly good fun. So we are, I've forgotten already what we're putting in here. This is going to be, that's it, so I think it's oats in this one, isn't it? Yeah, oats, baby. So beans, thingy, grass, wheat, barley, oats. That is going to chuck down a load of fert, but that's fine. So let's get this powered up and lowered down. Lovely job. Look at that. Double cropping. Woohoo! Yes, slightly cheaty, I know. But Ollie Blogs did it with, what is it, summer and autumn barley, does he call it? I think it's barley he does it with. Not sure. Someone will correct me if I am wrong. Yeah, and he does it with combinable crops, so, you know, they're just doing with one for forage, one for a combine. Jobs are good, and I think. Self-justification. The other thing that I want to talk to you about, and this is proper dull men's club level now, the mystery of the disappearing bird feeder. So, let me set the scene. 2 bird feeders in the garden. One for seed, grain, pellets, whatever you want to call it. The other for no snigger in at the back, fat balls. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at I'm telling you this story. So the other few weeks ago now, probably a month, was it Storm Babette that hit the UK and brought with it all the, you know, torrential rain, flooding, all that lot. And please don't think that I am belittling anything that happened by telling my woe of that storm. So yeah, I went to top up the bird feeders, both of them, and there was the seed one, the grain one, was missing. Oh, wouldn't expect that to fall out of the tree. You know, it's hooked onto a reasonably sturdy branch, and you know, sort of, there's still leaves on the tree, so you wouldn't think that it'd be able to fall out. Checked over next door's fence, had it blown over. Couldn't find it anywhere. Now, background. They are lots and lots of squirrels around the area, and they, you know, occasionally see them on the feeders or about in the garden. And yeah, so they're about. Now, yesterday, I was out in the garden picking up some leaves off of one of the trees and just having a bit of a general sort of tidy up, really. Yeah, I was rummaging around in one of the bushes that is probably 8-10 foot away, just to pick up some of the leaves that had fallen in there. And lo and behold, there was the bird feeder. Now, there is no way, I don't care how gusty the winds were, there is no way that that blew out of that tree across to the other side of the garden. So it was like, Anyway, I was putting the leaves in the bin and was talking to the neighbour who was out pottering, and was telling him about it. And he says, oh, yeah, I've had that. He says he got like one that you put, again, the fat balls in, and he says that's on a hanger, whatever, post, and that has been found halfway down the garden as well. So it's clearly the squirrels just thinking, I'll have that, I'll make this easy for myself and move it closer to wherever I enter and exit the garden. And you think, you little so-and-sos. But yes, so the mystery of the disappearing bird feeder has been solved, and I feel so much better for sharing that with you now, and I hope that, you know, you've appreciated the trauma that was caused by it, and the sort of, I haven't slept for weeks, you know, thinking, where is this bird feeder? Anyway, I'm talking utter nonsense now. We are, as expected, getting through the furt rather quickly, so there may need to be some purchased, and I think we can probably crank the old time up a little bit as well. Now, whether we get to start the baling today, I don't know. Need to just double check the old planting calendar to see the windows for things, because I don't want to miss out on anything. You know, if we're putting ourselves in a good position with getting this crop in, which is our second one for the year, I don't want to miss anything else. So we'll get this one done, we'll push on. It's not going to take long with the size of the drill that we've got. And yeah, we'll see what else we can get done in this episode. So down to the last 150, well, it's dropping quick. Nearly, well, 3% of dirt left, and I hope we've got enough to do the field. I think we might have just, potentially. It's going to be really annoying if not. Lift up. and turn around. There we go. So this week for me and last week for you has been one of, you might say, insignificant achievements, in the fact that it doesn't, to anybody else it won't mean a thing. We're not going to have enough. But in the last week we've hit, I say we because, right, let's turn that off, open that up. I don't know why I've opened it up, because I'm just going to buy a bag of seed to here. No, I'm not. Bag of fur. We hit 300 uploads. So I'm guessing that that's shorts as well. What do we want? We want fertilizer. We'll go for 2 bags. Thank you very much. So yeah, 300 uploads, which is pretty cool. It seems a lot, you know, like, have I done that many videos? Must have done. Well, Calmston was 101 effectively, so, you know, that's a third of it. See, look at me with my maths. Right, so put that on. And the other one which did sort of take me by surprise was 100,000 views. Now, obviously to some people that is an absolute pittance. But for little old me, I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, ooh, wowzers. So yeah, vidIQ. I think I signed up, but I don't subscribe, so they still send you like newsletters and, you know, come join us and all this sort of thing. But the other thing they do, which is quite cool, is they'll send you milestones like that, but also, you know, when you hit, so views, uploads, subscriber count, all that sort of thing. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I was dead chuffed. That's just stats that nobody else would see normally, but thought I would very randomly share that with you. So that is our field of oats seeded, needs to be rolled, which brings me on to a point that Neil makes to me on a regular basis, and I'm not knocking it, Neil. The interaction with everybody is really cool, and I enjoy it, and it makes, you know, whilst it makes it worthwhile almost, you know what I mean, that you've taken the time, whoever comments, to actually sort of, yeah, take time out of your day, 1, to watch, and 2, to actually comment. He mentions to me that I need a bigger set of rollers. Now, there are 2 issues with that. Let's just, are we close enough? Yes. So, rollers. Nothing in the sale, although that's appeared, which I haven't done the sausages of sales, but I don't even think I want to. So, rollers. See, I've been looking. £140,000, over £140,000, and 350 horsepower. Our biggest tractor, which is the... it's not a John Deere, it's a New Holland. It's a New Holland. It's only 313. Now, the fields are flat-ish, so you might get away with it, but I can't justify spending 140 grand on rollers at the moment. If they appear in the sale, I'd probably grab it and risk it for a chocolate biscuit on the old New Holland. Did I get that right? Yes, I did. So yeah, that's why at the moment we haven't gone for the bigger set of rollers. What I might do is grab some more seed. I will get the John Deere on the rollers. We'll get the oat field rolled using courseplay while we go off and drill another one, I think. So I will see you when we go and do, because I think this can do. It can. So the horse drill from Giants can do soybeans, which is marvellous. They won't take a lot of fur, so we don't need to buy any more. Seed, we should be okay, I think. So yeah, I'll head down there once I've set the John Deere up on the rollers, and I'll see you in a minute. So I did buy some more seed and top the seeder up right to the max, just so we could see roughly how much it used, and so we made sure we got enough. I have done 1 complete headland, and we've done 3 at the top. We're going to do another 2 at the bottom. We've got ourselves a VCA GPS course heading, however you want to term it, set. So yes, what we'll do is we'll get to the bottom here, we'll go across, along, and then just back up, and yeah, work up and down until we're done. I've just spotted that there's rain appeared in the forecast. April showers, that's on for a long time. Now I can't remember if I've said this before, I've put in the mud system mod, is it called? I call it mud mod. I think it's called mud system mod. Purely because I have used it, and if you follow Port Farm, you'll know that within 30 seconds of having it on, I'd use the old console in there. What's that warning? Performing emergency garbage collection pass. Yada yada yada. Okay, fine, that's alright. Yeah, use the console to remove, don't miss anything, to remove it, which you can do, and it takes it off the map, and then you just disable the mod, take it out. But because this map is not already sort of set up for it, and I probably am repeating myself now, so if I am, I'm sorry. It will just have the effect of, when it rains for I think it's 10 minutes, actual 10 minutes, then the fields will become muddy, and you know, you'll start to sink, etc. But we don't get the oh word, my tractor is halfway up to the wheels in mud in a gateway, which we don't want. So yeah, so it'd be kind of cool to see what it does. Whether we'll get that late on, I don't know. But the other thing is that you have to leave the field once it stopped raining. You have to leave the field for a period of time before you can get back on it again. So hopefully we'll get to see it in action, maybe. But yeah, so that's what we've got going on there. One other thing that I need to try and remember to add in between recordings is the CSZ pack. So we've got a bit wider selection of telehandler tools, mainly a bucket, to do with just a slightly bigger capacity one, which is clearly made from a more lightweight material, which allows us to lift more. Believe that, you'll believe anything. So VCA on, lower down, cruise control on, and jobs are good. And when we get down a little bit further past the sheep pasture, hello sheep, have you said hello? Past the grass field, you'll see the John Deere doing the rolling. Looks to be doing a reasonable job, and I think that's probably why I'm not so fussed at the minute about upgrading the rollers. If I was having to do everything myself, then yeah, bigger the better. The map facilitates it in the sense that we can get around and get in and out of fields with the bigger kit, and yeah, I'd be all up for it. You know, we'd find a way to do it, but because Courseplay's running it and I'm cracking on with something else, it doesn't really fuss me too much. But yeah, that's probably the reason why I've not done a fat lot with it at the minute. And money and horsepower. But yeah, other than that, I'm well up for getting some bigger rollers. So yeah, I think we are going to have plenty of seed, even at this end of the field where it's a higher seed rate. You know, we're not getting through it that quick. Now, one thing I did want to talk about is the old, I need to get it right, premium expansion. I've literally just been looking in the equipment to see if there was anything we can make use of. I don't think there is at the moment. I mean, the only thing we could maybe look to do is maybe the odd contract on this map with some of the new crops, potentially. With it being April, that is the planting window for said crops. So I don't know if everything was... Any carrots anywhere yet? Carrots, red beets. You'd see the red beets. I've said it before, it's a lovely colour. No, so nothing's planted yet. But there is the odd field where there's nothing in. So, yeah, it's very, very colourless map at the moment. There's nobody really venturing out into olives. I don't know what I'm on about now. But yeah, I don't necessarily intend to do them on here. They are a lot of work. And don't get me wrong, you get the reward. But yeah, I'm not sure. You'll have seen by now that we're doing beetroot on Port Farm. We're in the middle of tackling a massive carrot harvest on the oaks. Doing parsnips with Disturbed on Diddly Squat Chippy Norton. And yeah, I don't know, I don't want to do too much of it, because I think it just gets boring then. You know, carrots we could maybe look at, even if we did half a field or a couple of strips at the end of a field maybe, because the sheep can eat carrots. That would save us buying them, but also we've got sugar beet and potatoes that fulfill that category already. So yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have a think. If the opportunity arises to maybe plant one end of a field, and we can get the kit cheap enough, then yeah, it might be cool to do. But yeah, for now, no plans to go full out using the new crops. If we can use some of the kit, if the kit pops up in the sale that's included within the DLC, tractors, there's sprayers, there's what else is there? Oh, there's the Bednar stuff. I don't think we're going to get the van. But yeah, you know, there's plenty of other kit in the DLC other than stuff to do with the new crops. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the mood takes us. But for now, I think I'm going to plod on, do a lot more, because we've been, I keep saying we, like we've been rambling, but already we are over, what, 24, lots of time, probably about half an hour already. I don't think I've ever spoke so much in one episode, so I'll give your ears a break for at least a 60th of a second, and I'll be back with you. So on to the last pass of the soybeans, and we've just got enough seed, I reckon, but I've had a bit of a reckoning, and what can't you plant in April? Wheat. So, yeah. So my lovely little notes that I made for field 32 is now going to have to change. And I am tempted, really tempted, to put soybeans in. again. Because it's going to be an income. So that's my logic. I'll have a bit of a think between episodes. Yeah, not a noob. Right. So we can see we've got the John Deere over here ready to take over or get onto the field and do the rolling. Everything else is good. So next time we will be planting something in field 32. We will be starting to bale and wrap the grass that we have mowed in this episode. And that is about it. So, yeah, there's some money in this field. There really is. Lovely. Right. Thank you very much for watching. Big thank you to the YouTube channel members and the patrons. You're awesome. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the episode, leave a like. If my ramblings. Yeah, and I'm messing my ending up now. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.